you were recently attacked. What happened to you?
Well, never forget that it was Hillary Clinton that declared us all deplorables as if we were some second-class citizens. And it was Maxine Waters that gave the dog whistle that wherever you see them, you make a crowd and you go after them. And that's exactly what they have done ever since then. And so when someone like me is in public and restaurants, airports, many public places, and there's these nasty, nasty people. They're usually typically women about my age or a little older, the ones that watch The View every single day. And their children who, well, God help them, we don't know what's going to happen to them. But I was in a restaurant and this woman and her adult son finished their dinner and decided on the way out they were going to ruin it for everyone else, and started calling me terrible names and screaming at the top of their lungs, F you, Marjorie. Well, it's so disrespectful, not only to me, but also to the restaurant, their staff, and other patrons that are there having dinner. But this is who the left is, Jesse, and you're one of the few people that see it the way I see it. We recognize that they are never going to stop. As a matter of fact, it's going to get worse, and we're sick of it. We're fed up. You've seen me over the past week or so calling for a national divorce because I really believe that, if we have states, red states and blue states, well, you know what? They can abolish their police. They can transition their children, no matter how much I disagree with it. And they can have their wide open borders, and we can secure our borders. We can protect our children, and we can support our police officers. And we can be left alone because we're fed up with these people. We're sick and tired of them. And our federal government is destroying every single ounce of freedom that we have and making everything worse. So that's why I've been saying these things. And then, I go to a restaurant and get screamed at by demon-possessed, insane, out of control people. And it's just another reminder of watching videos where just regular people were being attacked because they wore a MAGA hat in public. And it's too much. We've got to do something about it.
I loved that you were talking about national divorce, whether people support it or don't support it. I think it's an important conversation to have. People who don't support it can get mad as they want, but it's not a conversation that's going to go away because, as you just pointed out so eloquently, we are already two different nations. Here's a little bit of the response to you coming out and saying something.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. This week, she repeatedly called for a national divorce.
There is no national divorce on the horizon right now.
The last time Southerners like Marge proposed a national divorce, it was because they were holding 4 million African Americans hostage as slaves, and they didn't want to let them go.
Wow.
Okay, what I don't understand, Congresswoman, is why don't they want to divorce us? As you pointed out, sad as it may be, they hate us. Okay, the feeling is mutual, at least on my end. I'm not telling everybody to feel that way. I hate you, you hate me. Why are we living together? Why are we still married? Why don't we go our separate ways?
Well, certainly we've been trying to kick them out of the bedroom and make them sleep on the sofa for some time now, Jesse, but they just don't seem to get the message. Those same people that are criticizing me for saying, hey, I need my own safe space from all of you people are the same people that are shoving their policies and their disgusting woke ideologies down our throats. Those are the same people that are perfectly fine with adult men dressed in drag that are gyrating in front of children at school and in parades and town squares. Those same people want to control us. They want to vaccinate us. They want to mask us. They would love to keep lockdowns going. They would love to force their insane gender insanity on our children and on all of us. And they won't leave us alone. They will not leave us alone because they don't respect us, Jesse. They don't respect us. They don't recognize that we're equal to them, even though they preach equality all day long, every single day, to the point where it's not equal anymore. And they don't want us to have our own states. They don't want us to have Republican red states that have power. And they don't want a reduced federal government because they're the party that have learned to weaponize the government against conservatives all over America.
Congresswoman, keep up the good fight. I know you will. I appreciate you.